What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we have to talk about some big changes that happened that is still relevant, mainly more for spenders, but for everybody down the road when it comes to the brand new artifact. We also have news about exactly what artifact we're supposed to be getting next week in the Prophet Orb event, and lastly, we need to discuss Asmodel as a Transcendence hero. So make sure you guys take 1 second real quick, hit that subscribe button. We're growing so fast. Make sure you enter the newest $100 giveaway, and let's jump right into it. So first, let's start off with the Snowheart, the newest pay-to-win artifact in the game, and let's talk about how you actually acquire it. So everybody is going to get it, I believe, at Gift 3. It's going to be the only option, and then you also have a chance for the big spenders out there to get it as gift number 7. So maybe not everybody might have grabbed this one because at first glance, the glittery, radiant, and splendid versions didn't look that amazing, so I bet there's probably people out there who pick different artifacts. But if you have not got it just yet and you plan on getting to gift number 7, this is going to be some really, really big information. So yes, this is the artifact right here. Snowheart, going to give 25% control immunity, 18% HP, and the biggest part, 50 energy. Now, cut and dry, basic. It's a Demon Bell with more defensive stats than offensive, so it's pretty similar. Nothing amazing, but the big thing is we have to go take a look at what the changes that are done to it for next week's Ormus workshop. So here it is right here. This is going to be the adjustment to the upgraded skill of Snow's Heart. So on the right hand side, it's kind of confusing. The right hand side is the before, the left side is the after. You'd think it'd be the other way around, but hey, you never know. So before, what this artifact did at Glittery was at the beginning of the battle and the end of each round, it has a 100% chance to inflict the frost debuff to one enemy for 1 round. And what this would do, it would reduce the target speed by 20 points. Of course, if you look down further on the right side, same exact thing, but 40 points and 60 points. So that part of it has stayed the same. If you look on the left side, they've added a little bit of extra text, and it kind of spices it up. So instead of just having one target at a 100% chance to be slowed down, there is now a 66% chance for a second target and a 33% chance for a third target to also be affected with the frost debuff, which is going to slow them down. Now, I don't know if these count as CC. I don't know if slowing them down. I feel like Nakia had something similar since she has a slow in combat. I think it counts as a CC effect. I'll have to double check that now that I think about it, and I'll let you guys know in Thursday's news video finally what it is. But yeah, this is essentially going to make it so you can hit up to 3 targets. So there's some positives to this. There's also some negatives actually to this. You wouldn't think there'd be any negatives, but there actually is. So this is going to, of course, target the hero with the highest speed. Now, at the extreme endgame, this could potentially be a less of a decision, because before, you might be running this artifact to target one of the heroes on the enemy team that has an upgraded Demon Bell, that has a Demon Bell energy feed for a big burst hero like a Tix with a big old Punisher staff like a Splendid Punisher. You could have Rogans on your team, something like that, where they're using actives round 1, but they are still faster than that Tix. All of a sudden, if that one Rogan is now slower than the Tix, that then means they're not going to get an active off in round 1. That is huge, because that is the entire game plan of that type of setup. Now, is that something the normal player has to really worry about? Absolutely not. It's kind of a metagaming of the end game. For everybody else, this is a huge buff, because you're going to be slowing down up to 3 targets on the enemy team, not only at the beginning of combat, but at the end of every single round going forward. So you pair this with maybe even like the Griffin pet, with the Griffin active slowing the enemy down. This could be pretty big. This could be actually a pretty sizable buff. Now, would I ever go higher than Glittery? It really depends on you knowing what speeds the enemy heroes are going to be. Of course, this is never going to be able to outweigh, say, having a speed artifact on. It just isn't. But it can make the difference of having a Rogan on the other team versus having this. And if you're targeting the fastest hero, normally it's going to be a Transcendence hero at the end game. Otherwise, it's going to be some of the very fast heroes like Ada's, the new hero 4Cs, things like that. Even Tix is up there, carries as well. This is going to make a big difference and maybe let you get your actives off before the carry with the Demon Belt uses her active in round 1. So that is a huge, huge difference in gameplay. Would you ever take it above Glittery? Maybe. But again, the most players out there probably aren't even getting their first Snow Heart this week, let alone getting the second one. And then on top of that, would you ever upgrade them to Splendid or just have multiple people using a Glittery version? I don't know. We'll have to see how it works out. So that is the buff. That is a change. If for some reason you are a big spender and you went to the package 7, you did not pick the Snow Heart, I am pretty sure if you message in game saying, hey, they're changing Snow Heart, I didn't get it from the 7th chest, please exchange the artifact, the Snow Heart, with whatever I bought. Chances are they'll do it so long as it is broken down and 1 star in your bag. So definitely contact them to make sure and see if that's something that you can get done. But this buff does make it from an okay upgraded artifact to pretty game influencing, I would say so. So definitely let me know what you guys think in the comments down below on that as well. So there's 2 other things I said I wanted to talk about. Next one is going to be the Prophet Orb event next week. We have had some spoilers and some information out there, and it's pretty big. So for those of you who have been saving 320 Prophet Orbs, which you normally try to stay right around 320, if you do 4 full loops of this event, it sounds like the artifact they're giving away 100% free to play. It's going to be a Punisher Staff. Now, Punisher Staff is going to be amazing for this. Why is it going to be amazing? Well, I mean, one of the biggest things is, I believe it was, 2 months ago, we had Tix in the Prophet Orb event. A lot of people spent their orbs on it, but something that's really, really important here is that Tix with a Punisher Staff and V2 enables can almost carry your team in Aspen Dungeon up to Death 100. That is crazy. If you are struggling with Aspen Dungeon, Tix is your man. And not only is Tix your man, but imprinting Tix to at least V2 right here is super important. And not only that, but getting a Punisher Staff is even more important. Why? Because that means you're going to have a over 100% chance to crit all enemies in Aspen Dungeon, which means you don't have to worry about low rolling a wave that you could normally beat with a Demon Potion. You might not if you don't crit. But with a Punisher Staff, you will be sitting at a cool 105 because for those of you who don't know, you get 40% crit chance from the potions in Aspen Dungeon. Each one of those leveling, filling up 20 of 20, that helps you both crit damage and regular crit. But this Punisher Staff is going to be amazing because if you are free to play, this is going to be one of the first opportunities to ever get a Punisher of Immortal for 100% free. And last but definitely not least is we have had some slight spoilers about the next Transcendence hero. Most of you already know it's going to be Asmodel, but we have a relative date in our mind now of when we are actually going to get the next Transcendence hero, which is going to be Asmodel, which is probably going to be the first one most people free to play can actually get. So this Transcendence Asmodel will be coming, they said, either during or right after Chinese New Year. And Chinese New Year should start around February the 12th. Usually Chinese New Year is a 2-week event, so starting February 12th and running through about the 25th. That should be both Valentine's Day and Chinese New Year. We are, of course, going to be getting a brand new light hero, most likely during Chinese New Year as well. So I kind of hope they put Asmodel the week after the Heroic Summoning event. Otherwise, having a new hero plus Transcendence Asmodel is a big shock to the meta. I'd like to at least have it spaced out 1 week so you can kind of be like, okay, this light hero can do this. Now what can Asmodel do when adding them into this lineup as well? So overall, I think that's pretty cool. It is, of course, going to be one of the first Transcendence heroes most people are going to be able to get. So keep saving up those Crystals of Transcendence because he is going to be coming, and he's going to be coming within 2 months. So let me know what you guys think about the changes. Are you happy about the snow heart? Do you not care because you're not really ever going to get 2 or more of them? Me, I'm on the fence with it. I think each version of it has its advantages. While the newer version has more advantages to the average player, I do think the older version has more metagaming as far as endgame goes. But again, it is what it is. We'll have to see how long it takes before people can get the Snow's Heart. We will have to see if next week's event supposedly has an artifact selection chest. We'll have to see if it's in that as well, because people might have radiant ones next week. That'd be kind of crazy. But let me know what you guys think. Make sure you take 1 second, hit that subscribe button. We're over 35,000 subs now, guys. We did it. 1 year, 35,000 subs. Let's keep on growing, and make sure you enter that 40,000 subscriber $100 gift card giveaway. So let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I'll see you guys next time.
How careless we could be.